Listen, we kind of figured that would happen, and the reason why is because we were ripping straight from NFL films, and I figured whatever, it might happen, but it's okay. We have a backup plan here, my guys. We have film cut from the Eagles, the Super Bowl run, and if they, I think that might suffice. I appreciate everyone that's been hanging around and waited through the shutdown, but hey, listen, look, they got rules, man. They got rules. What's life without rules? We can't just sit around here and and do it. So I do appreciate you guys that are still here. It's we're back for sure. Again, thank you guys. Give everyone a second to come back in before we pull up the video. Twitter, Instagram, follow it. I'm pretty heavy user of Twitter, like a lot of you know. I got a bunch of notifications in the last 5 minutes from you guys. I know. But I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for the chat. I would have kept talking. I would have kept going. I had no clue. You guys are the ones that told me, so I appreciate it. Let me just get okay. The chat's working. Okay, so actually, I gotta fix my chat here so I can see what you guys were saying. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Sen Sesko says we back. That's right. Jacob says let's go Jaguars for sure. So look, we got a bunch of stuff going on about the Jags. This is gonna be what I'll probably end up doing is I'm probably gonna end up cutting both of these videos into into one. Joseph Drawbone says, "Dang, messed my buzz up." Joseph, come on now. It's a Tuesday. Come on now. Hope you're doing as good as I am. Volk fame. Gotta remember to like the stream just like the one from 5 minutes ago. This one's going to be better. And listen, this is why you have to subscribe to the channel, because you guys are seeing the live show. I'm going to end up cutting both videos into one video and then posting it on YouTube, and it's going to be just one video, and they're going to miss out on all the fun here. So appreciate you guys. Thank you, Volk Fang. Appreciate you guys. Let's see how far we can go, dude. I mean, what are we doing? We've had a good show. I mean, how long was that last one? 30? We can let's jump into it, man. If they flag us, they flag us, bro. I could care less at this point. All right, let's take a look at what we have here. All right, so here's what we got. Here's what we got on deck here, all right? And I think this one, okay, I can't do this one. Because I intentionally recorded this one for the audio. I really liked what Chris Collinsworth said about Doug Pederson, and I'm going to take a little break from the audio, if you know what I mean here. So we're going to show another one here, okay? All right, this is in the Super Bowl. All right. Again, this video, if you're just jumping in and you just got a notification, this video is all about the Jags offense. Hopefully they didn't. Man, we got some spam in the other video. Robert Edwards says, I got my minutes. Jesus King says, YouTube is whacked. Listen, Jesus King, they have their rules. And they allow me to come on here and talk. So it is messed up. They should let me talk. But in reality, maybe at the Jaguars, that's who should let me talk, because then I could use the film, all things, and it would be fine. So YouTube's got their rules. I can't get mad at them. I kind of knew it would happen. To be honest with you, I kind of knew it would happen. So here's what we have. We have film to see what's happening. But again, I appreciate you guys being back here. Cody Jackson says, that was a good breakdown from Doug. I'm going to watch the... Okay, perfect. So if you go on NFL.com, Cody, good point. I can point you guys to it. But now it's half of it, because there's only like an 18-minute long video. It's Doug Pederson. It's 2018. So if you go, it's NFL film breakdown 2018. And when I was prepping for the show about Doug Pederson's offense, I was just kind of Googling around for some stuff where he was talking about it. And I found, because I have the NFL Game Pass, and I was like, this is perfect. Instead of just like mirroring everything he says, I'm just going to show it. So that was my plan. But yeah. Ben, I know, you guys are mad. Everyone's mad. I know. Listen, the Jags would have beat the pants off of the Eagles. I know that, okay? The reason why we're showing this is not to remember 2017. It's to see what Doug Pederson's going to do with our offense, and I think this gives us the best view of that, okay? So I like this play a lot, and the reason why I picked this one is because it's 3rd and 6, okay? 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 is big. When you're an offensive play caller, 3rd and 6 is where you make your money. 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 6. What do you do on those plays? Like, you have a play sheet with highlighted, color-coded, and like that 3rd and medium is like red circled because those have to be your go-to plays. They have to be your go-to plays. So I like these plays because this is their go-to plays. Let me make sure you don't have any pre-snap motion. A lot of them have pre-snap motion. Okay, this one doesn't. Perfect. All right, so let's first of all look at their formation, okay? They're an 11 personnel, which I even hesitate to call this 11 personnel. We call this 11 personnel because they have 1 tight end and 1 running back. But they essentially, Zach Ertz is a receiver. So it's kind of weird to explain it as 11 personnel because Zach Ertz is a receiver. I think Evan Ingram will essentially play the same role as Evan Ingram. Or I'm sorry. I think Evan Ingram will play the same role as Zach Ertz. One thing that you'll see about Doug Pederson's offense is they're all real tight. You'll see everyone lined up within they're at 3/4 of the field isn't going to be used, which I'm not a big fan of. UCF Jaguar in the chat. He says, "What's up, Jason? What's up, UCF Jaguar? We just got shut down because I just straight up was streaming an NFL Films video." Hey, that's what we get. All right, so this is 3rd down. Good to see you, UCF. I liked your last video that you put out last night, I believe, yesterday. It was late, I think. I was like, damn, UCF, what are you doing up at 11 p.m.? All right, let's take a look here. 3rd and medium. Great blocking. Another thing about this is another thing about the Eagles is that they had great blocking all year. Now, everyone was asking, what do they see Travis Etienne, the role of Travis Etienne? Here's how I see the role of Travis Etienne. The same role as the Corey Clement. All right? Now, watch what happens here. They're going to create a matchup. Now, this is a great throw by Nick Foles, but look at where Clement comes from. Where does Clement come from? He's going to run the wheel route out of the backfield. Okay? So what they're going to do is they're going to run one guy across and then one guy up and in, and this is going to basically create a situation where the outside corner has to identify what they call the 3 receiver, right? So if we get rid of this garbage, when you're a defensive back, you have to read from outside to inside 1, 2, 3. So pre-snap, you have 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So either 1 or 2 comes in immediately, I forget, and then 2 comes in second, and then 3 it comes out last. This creates a matchup nightmare for a defensive back. It really does. I coach defensive backs, I can tell you right now. So watch the running back out of the backfield here. 3rd and 6. Patriots bring 4. Great blocking up front. Nick Foles throws off his back foot. He's known for it. Great throw, great catch. Listen, this is what I think the role of Travis Etienne will be. I think it's what he'll end up doing. And I think that you're going to see him on these types of plays. This is why I wasn't surprised when people were like, oh, Etienne's really involved. I was like, yeah, I bet he is. I bet he is really involved. Watch this play again. Out of the backfield, okay? 2 in-breaking routes. You have – and look, another thing about this guy, I was listening to the commentary. I was listening to it when I was watching it. Flowers, they said, was like a 4.5 track guy. This is a speed linebacker. He's in great position. Just a great throw, great catch. I think Etienne's going to be able to do it. That's the role I see Etienne doing. 100%. 100%. Let's get to some of these comments. Volk Fang says, I'm disappointed we didn't win the Super Bowl in 2017, but I'm excited to win the Super Bowl in 2023 and 2024 and 2025, and then maybe have a down year where we get eliminated in the AFC Championship, then win in 26. Volk Fang, your comments are giving me life tonight. UCF Jaguar says, YouTube is not kind to the X's and O's guys. They're not. They're not. But again, like I was saying, we knew this getting into it. We did. This was... You got to... Look, I knew what my plan tonight was to show what I did in the first video. I knew that was going to happen. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and watch film of the Eagles in 2017. I'm going to get a good diagnosis of what the Eagles did with their offense. And we're going to talk about that when YouTube shuts it down. So this is actually all going according to plan. This is why it's important, boys and girls, to plan ahead. Us and Them says, glad you're back up. That was BS. Again, it's their rules, man. It's their rules. Who we should really be mad at is the Jaguars for not having me on to talk about the Jaguars. That's who could do it. Okay, so if you want to politic anywhere, it's not YouTube. Like, YouTube's got rules, man. They got dudes setting up webcams on, like, UFC fights, like, you know, making money off showing pay-per-view fights. So I get it. I get it. DJM, so worse you. I don't know what that means, DJM. You have to clarify. Robert Atchard, I want what Volkfang is smoking. Listen, Volkfang gets it, okay? Volkfang gets it now, all right? Now, don't, I mean, maybe smoking some good stuff doesn't mean he doesn't get it. All right, let me show you another play. Look, I did have a plan of, like, plays I wanted to show. That plan's out the window. I'm just showing the plays that I want to show at this point. All right, my favorite. This is the NFC Championship game, 2017. Okay. Foot on the throat. Okay, foot on the throat of the Vikings. Right. Like, listen. Here's what I mean by foot on the throat. Doug Pederson is coaching against oh God, who was the Vikings defense coordinator? There's some sort of there's something going on here with Doug Pederson and the Vikings coach. They have history. They coach together. I can't remember what it is. The Eagles scored with 2 minutes left in the first half. Stopped the Vikings, got the ball back, and scored again. So they legit went from or a field goal and a touchdown. So they went from 7 to 14. And I'm sorry, they went from 7 to 7. My math. Let me get my math right here. They went from 7 to 10 to 7 to 24 in 2 minutes. Sorry, guys. I swear I know math pretty well. Okay? Zimmer. Thank you, UCF Jaguar. Zimmer, I believe Zimmer and Pederson coached together with Andy Reid. I could be wrong there, but I don't know. Okay, so foot on the throat. Okay, foot on the absolute throat. Eagles score on this drive, it's over. Look at the play they call. Please look at the play they call right here. A flea flicker. A freaking flea flicker. Games on, this is it. You score this drive, it's over. They run a flea flicker in the third quarter. Look at them. Look at the owner. Oh my God, he's just pumped. Torrey Smith, what a catch at the pylon. UCF Jaguar says this game was unwatchable for me. This was within hours of the Jags losing the Patriots. Yeah, I agree. Look at the delayed route. Delayed route. I mean, one thing that I wanted to talk about the before it shut off was Doug Pederson said he invented RPO plays, and he's like, I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't know if he'd cut off before that, but he's inventing RPO plays. You don't think he taught this receiver to run this route right here? Delayed on blocking. See ya. How often do receivers not block? On run plays, they just run their route, and then them and the defensive back just both decide that they're going to take the play off. And you could definitely tell that that's what they were doing in that situation. And Torrey Smith just burns them. I love it. DJ Am says, I meant to say, thank you, DJ Am, for clarifying. Would you consider Etienne our X factor? So I see what you're saying, and I agree with you. He is our X factor. How he goes could definitely be the difference between 6 and 9 to 10 wins. I 100% get what you're saying. As far as other teams playing against us, I think the way that Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk play are a much bigger factor. The other team's going to put their best DB on Christian Kirk, and they're going to be focusing all their attention on the tendencies of Trevor Lawrence. So I think how they go, how they play, and that's what I consider an X factor. How they play will be how the team goes. But I get what you're saying. As far as us, we know Lawrence and Kirk will be good. Is Etienne going to be the guy that moves the needle? I get you. I think you're right. Robert Atcher says, I'm a realist. 2022, 10-7, best case. Worst case will be 7-10. No way we are better. I think there's a chance we win 6 games, only because we have a tough schedule. I posted on Twitter today, there is a streak of games where we play the Broncos, the Ravens. I'm sorry, I'll try this in order. The Broncos, I gotta look it up. I know you guys in the chat are going to correct me before I can, but just give me a second here, okay? Look, we have, I'm going to get the exact. Don't even put it in chat. I have it coming. We have the Broncos October 30th. The Raiders November 6th. I'm big on the Raiders. If you guys watched my last video I did, my buddy Cole came on. He's a big football fan. Go watch it. We talked about the AFC. If you haven't watched the AFC South video yet, go back and watch the AFC South video. It's some gold content. Broncos, then Raiders. I'm big on the Raiders. Then at the Chiefs. Then a bye week. Then playing the Ravens. Now, I know the Broncos game is in London, right? And that's our next home stadium, but it's not really. Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, Ravens. Now, when you get it, like, that's a streak that could easily be 0-4. If you look in the comment section, it's like 1-3, 2-2. It could easily be 0-4. Now, I advocated on the show with Cole that you cannot look at preseason rankings because teams never finish the way they finished. My point was, in fact, how the Titans beat like 4 teams last year, like on the road, they were supposed to lose to. So you never know what's going to happen, but it doesn't look good. And there's stretches where it just doesn't look good. So 6 could, if you're being realistic, 6 could be realistic. I don't think they go under 6. 10, I think, is their ceiling. I think 6 is their floor, 10 is their ceiling. We're not that far off. It's one game. But I appreciate you being a realist. I myself choose to not be a realist, personally. Okay. I talked about the whip route, okay? I'm a big fan of the whip route, right? Here's why. I'll let this play through here. This is against the Falcons. Okay, so if you don't know, this is the second round of the playoffs. What do they call that? Divisional series? I don't even know. Okay, this is a divisional series against the Falcons, okay? Empty set. Let's just take a second and admire empty set. No one loves empty set more than... There's certain formations that I love, okay? Full house formation, 3 backs, and then empty are my 2 favorite. This is my 2 favorite. Either keep everyone in or spread everyone out. No in between. Like, I hate this bunch formation, tight formation. I don't like that stuff. I like either spread or tight. That's what I like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. They're going to bring 4. If they look, they're pre-snap, they're not blitzing. I'm sorry, the Falcons aren't blitzing. They're in a cover 2 shell. He looks like they're just playing a hard cover 2. Okay, great. I love the hard cover 2. That's easy to beat if I'm a quarterback. All right. Blitz 4, double whip routes, dude. Now, is Evan Ingram going to be able to do this? I don't know. I like to think that he can, though. I do. Okay, so you're going to get whip route here and then whip route here. Now, this is a cover 2 beater. Okay, this is a cover 2 beater. If you send both of these guys on flies, and again, I think the Jags have multiple guys on their roster that their sole purpose is to run flies. If any of you have played Madden, Jimmy Popcorn says, whip it good. Whip it real good, Jimmy. If you ever played Madden, and you've played it enough to know how to be good at it, you know if you take your fastest guy and you motion them to the outside and you send them deep, they're gonna have to send a corner and a safety to account for them. That's 2 guys covering 1. That gives you numbers somewhere on the field. That gives you open space somewhere on the field. That's literally football 101. That's easy. Everyone knows that. This is what we call a bench concept, okay? So if you've ever, coaches call this a bench concept. If you look at this, it looks like a bench. This looks like a bench. Okay, this is a cover 2 beater. Okay, this is a cover 2 beater. Because, again, you're making these corners have to declare, are they going to chase the fly or are they going to sit down on the out? A quarterback knows he's got to read the corners. A good corner will chase the out, will chase the fly and let the out get the catch and tackle him and live to play another down. Corners that like to be risky or take chances will trust their safety, that the safety will get over the top. And for a boundary safety, yeah, he might be able to do it. But for a field safety who's lined up on the hash right here, that's a lot of green for him to cover. So because of that, this corner probably is going to play it on the safer side and make sure that his guy isn't open on a fly. Okay, so what that's going to create is a one-on-one matchup between this guy who looks like a linebacker and Zach Ertz, one of the best route-running tight ends ever. And a whip route is impossible to cover. If you're able to get a 3 to 4 second route, then you can't cover a whip route. Not to mention he slipped. So I like it. Look, this is just like simple passing concepts that I just don't get how coaches don't do. And guys like Doug Pederson, like the video we just watched, it seems like he gets it. Like I thought Urban Meyer would have gotten it. I really would have. But he doesn't. He really doesn't. Or didn't. I don't know what he's doing now. Okay. Jimmy Popcorn says, yo, 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 from Charlotte, North Carolina. Yo, what up, Jimmy Popcorn? I have a little, I'm a closet Charlotte Hornets fan, only because I was a big Michael Jordan fan. So I want to see him do well. Robert Atzert, our front seven is going to change the odds. Okay, I like that. I like where your head's at. Robert Atzert says, KC isn't what they used to be. I mean, they did lose Tyreek Hill. That's big. But they still have Patrick Mahomes, but they still have Andy Reid. So, I mean, with that, you know, it has to be something for sure. Carlos Williams. Carlos Williams, spelled with a K, you'd be a Florida State running back / safety, if you remember Carlos Williams. How has Little looked so far? So you'll have to ask my boy Jordan DeLugo, one of these guys that's at camp. I haven't been at camp. I haven't. I don't have those credentials. I haven't applied for them. I also don't have them. So from what I hear, decent. Juwan Taylor taking reps at center, did I see? Which I did not see coming at all. Okay, so listen, I can admit when I don't see things coming, I did not see Juwan Taylor taking reps at center. But I do think Luke Fortin will be the center. Plug Luke Fortner video releasing tomorrow. Christian Charles wouldn't mind 7-10 personally. Yeah, I mean coming off of last year, I think like you have to be okay with 7-10. Mr. Moram 1971 says Little ! Exclamation point. I like Walker Little. I thought he played great at the end of last year, but when you give a franchise tag or when you sign an extension, an extension to Cam Robinson, you got to start him. Us and them says, I don't think people realize how dynamic the Raiders offense is. Good luck covering Waller and Adams, similar to Hill and Kelsey. Yeah, I agree. I think the Raiders will be in the AFC Championship game. I don't know why people are down on them. Derek Carr's a good quarterback. Like I don't know what sentiment, what world you're living in if you think Derek Carr is not a good quarterback. Devontae Adams is one of the best receivers in the league. Darren Waller, one of the best tight ends in the league. Offensive line is very improved. Defense, I guess, isn't great, but you know, it's okay. All right, Jimmy Popcorn would be good. He says we will have to win the division to go to the playoffs in the AFC. The division's winnable, dude. The division is winnable. I mean, go back and watch my AFC South video. I think the Jags will win it. Whatever, crucify me. I don't care. Jim St. Jag says, "Yep, no wild card this year in the South." That's true. I heard Mechie for the Texans is out for the year. Yeah, I did see that too, man. I was big on Mechie. That's sad, man. I mean, he's a guy that went from like had an injury to like the guy that's always injured, and that's not where you want to be as a player. Robert Adsert, Ross is on the IR. Yeah, we did. This is from Mr. Moram. Who's in for any season ticket package, Prowl Pass or the new selected game? So I'm going to do the Prowl Pass. And here's why. I don't like sitting in a seat for the game. I know I am in the 1%. I can't sit and watch football. I can't do it. Can't do it at home. I can't do it at the game. I cannot sit and watch football. College games, I'm good. I can stand the whole time. I can cheer the whole time. I cannot sit. So I can go to the Bud Zone or the Sky Patio deck, or sometimes, you know, if you're nice to the people, you can get into the cabanas. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret. I'd like to stand. It just makes me comfortable. So Proud Pack kind of seems like it would be up my alley. I don't know. Jaggernaut says, "What's up, Jags fans? We are united." Dude, we are. Listen, when I started the show, the channel, and this was like a couple years ago. So this is history lesson, okay? I know some of you may turn the stream off. Don't care, okay? We'll get back to the film here in a second. So the old fans of this channel will remember there used to be me and 3 other guys did a podcast, okay? It was called Another Jags Podcast. Love those 3 guys. Great guys. But one by one, just things got in the way where they just couldn't commit to doing the podcast. Like, life happens, man. I'm not sitting here and delusional. So I got to the point where it was like, I'm the only one that wants to do this. I'm just going to do it by myself. So I watched guys like UCF Jaguar. I talked to other people. I watched other YouTubers, and I was like, well, I'm just going to go on YouTube and not try to be some like football savant analyst, try to be someone that he's not. I'm just going to be a real, genuine Jag fan, put my fandom out front and my biases out front, and just have a channel where Jags fans can come together and talk Jags. I looked at Twitter, Reddit, the toxicity of Jags fans where they just like want to jump all over each other for no stupid reason. Like, why are y'all mad at each other? I mean, I guess that goes to the state of our whole society. Let's not get on that. I know I'm on a soapbox right now, but the channel was intended to unite Jags fans. So I'm glad there's a channel here. I'm glad there's a place you guys can come. I will never get on to you for your opinion. I will never get on to anything that you do because we're Jags fans. None of us get a single paycheck from the Jaguars. In fact, there's only a fractional percentage of people that get a paycheck from the Jaguars. And most of them don't even talk about the Jags in a public setting. So don't care. Now you're going to get on to somebody. Appreciate you guys being here. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jaggernaut, for getting me on that. Chargers will get the Raiders. I don't know. Ben Haney, the Raiders will be the Raiders until they aren't. I don't like that I don't like that thought, but I get it. Robert Colson. What up, Robert? He says, any surprise move coming in your opinion? I think the starting 5 on the offensive line is going to surprise people. I think you're going to see like Jawan Taylor at a weird guard spot, Fortner at center, Walker Little at right tackle, Cam Robinson at left tackle, and Sheriff moving the left guard. I know. That's my surprise. I know Sheriff's a right guard, but he never had to play left guard, and I think he could. So I don't know. That's it for me. Volk Fang, if the Jags show themselves to be a good against the run, then I think there's actually a good chance they could win the South. Well, they drafted to stop the run, so I hope they are, but you're right. Volk Fang, you might... listen, every show there's a commenter that just kills it. Volk Fang's killing it. I'm going to just throw it out there right now. Christian Charles, Jason, should we want a wide receiver in the first round next year? You're asking me to speculate an entire season, Christian. But the answer is yes. The answer is absolutely yes. We won't get into that right now. Robert Atzert, Mechie has a type of leukemia. Oh, I didn't know that. That's sad. Volkfang, also I'm up near Pittsburgh, so I'd like to go with some other Jags fans from up here when they're in town. All right. Are the linebackers splitting reps? The left guard splitting reps. I haven't seen it. You know, I want to try to do a show with Jordan DeLugo because he's at the camp, and I want to ask him these questions for sure. Tank top. Robert Atzert. Oh, the tank top for Trevor. Only OGs will get that reference. Let's get into some on. Let's get to some more of these. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, here's the one for the comms. I think it's been long enough to where YouTube maybe forgot about us. I don't know. I want you guys to listen to this. I want you guys to listen to, I think this is Chris Collinsworth and what he says here.
3rd and 1. Fake to Blunt. Foles fires down the sideline. Caught, first down. Zach Ertz having a nice night. Leading receiver on the team this year. Gain of 14. He's caught 4 for 47.
Wait.
Play fake it, hit the swing. Doug Pederson.
I'm so sorry, guys. It's rookie hour around here. You can't even see it.
Play fake it,
Listen.
hit the swing. Doug Pederson is unbelievable. You know, every once in a while, you see somebody for the first time in a big moment, and you wonder, okay, he's been bold all year. Is he going to continue to play that way? If anything, Pederson's ramped it up a little bit more.
When you see someone for the first time, this is what he said, and they've been bold all year, you wonder how they're going to do. And he said he's even ramped it up even more. So I love the fact that Doug Pederson got this reputation. I have a clip on here. We'll pull it up here. 2-point conversion clip. Okay, take a look at this 2-point conversion clip. Okay, right here. Can you see at the bottom? I know it's hard to see, guys. My bad. I know this is in the way, but it says Eagles offense 6 for 9 on 2-point conversions, both most in the NFL. So not only was he most in the NFL in attempts, he's also in going for it, but in getting it. So, like I love it. Riverboat Doug, roll the dice, go for 2. In this situation, they had missed an extra point, so it makes sense that they go for 2. But let's take a look at the play that they call here. Okay? This is your classic Bill Belichick defensive alignment pre-snap. You have no idea what's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. So this would tell me pre-snap they're running man defense, which I think is fair because when you're on the 2-yard line, it's hard to play zone. So let's see what happens here. Oh, gosh. It's amateur hour around here. All right. The shift, okay? Guys, I'm sorry. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. I think Doug Pederson, I harped Urban Meyer's knowledge. I showed the Urban Meyer coaching wide receivers DVD. I love this. Look, he comes out in this heavy personnel. Then he's going to shift 4 guys out to the right. Now he's under center. Nick Foles is under center with no running backs, with 4 guys out to the outside. Now, if you're a defense and you're game planning against this, you have to be thinking you have no idea what's coming. I guess, if I was a defensive player and I was the middle linebacker and I was trying to bark out calls, I would assume that some sort of bubble is happening here. Because now you're 4v4 over there. If you can get a good block on these 3, there's no way he can reach him on a good throw. That's what I'm thinking. It has to be. So you're barking out shift. You see this guy shift. This guy has no idea what he's doing. He defaults to playing the midpoint between the quads and the tackle, which I guess is smart. But just think if you had a quarterback with an ounce of athleticism. This is Nick Foles. If you have a quarterback with an ounce of athleticism, you drop back and you QB draw 5v4 easy 2-point conversion, right? That's what I would do. But Eagles go for something different. Let's take a look. Now, incomplete fade route. Now, they knew what they were doing. They went for the fade route. They went incomplete. Didn't work. But they had a plan. Pre-snap, they moved. They had a plan. They knew it, and I like that. That's what I like about the team, about their calls they did. They had a lot of faith in their receiver to go there. Now, do the Jags have a receiver that can do that? I don't know. Like I said, I think Evan Ingram's going to play that Alshon Jeffrey role this year. Someone in the comments, I'm so sorry, I forgot who, said, do you think we draft a receiver next year in first round? I don't know if it's the first round or the second round or the third round, but you definitely want to. I know Doug Pederson wants a guy that can play Alshon Jeffrey's role. Big, ISO, outside, jump ball. 75% of the time I'm coming down with it. 2-point conversion, I trust you with it. Good throw, good catch is unstoppable. I don't know. Sorry if I'm backed up on the comments. You guys know the drill. Jimmy Popcorn says, yes, after games would chat. Okay, I'm way behind here. Back up a little bit. Jaggernaut says, appreciate the film breakdown. It's great when you collab with UCF Jaguar. Yeah, I need to text him. I haven't talked to him in a while. I need to talk to him. Jimmy Popcorn, dude, 9 days till the Hall of Fame game. I know. I was at the golf course wearing because every time I golf, I wear Jags polo, Jags hat. I don't know, whatever. I'm a Jags fan. The dude behind the counter is like, "Are you going to Canton for the Hall of Fame game?" I was like, "Dude, I wish I was going to Canton. Are you kidding me? That would be awesome. But I can't afford that type of trip." He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking my son." I was like, "Shee." That sounds awesome. I usually go to one road game a year. Not going to be a preseason game. I get it. Tony Baselli's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame and all that junk, but absolutely not. Carlos Williams. I believe Kirk and Travis will both play an X Factor role. That's fair. Like listen, that's an easy answer right there. Jim St. Jack says, I never saw the fourth dude from the OG Another Jags pod. Yeah, so it was me, James, Robert, and Joey. And me and Joey broke off and did some things by ourselves for a little bit after. I had so much fun with that. But what a lot of people don't know about the Another Jags pod, for those of you the OGs, is like I did all the work. I was the one that recorded it all with all the equipment. I did all the editing. I did all the posting. I paid for the podcast hosting site. So it was easy for them just to be like, no, I can't make it. Like, no, I'm over it. But for me, like, I was like, bro, I'm invested like financially with my time. Like, I canceled plans to do this. So it was easy for me just to move on. So that's how this evolved. But yeah, I'm glad it did, dude. This is great. Robert Colt says, Bleacher Report's very toxic. I haven't been on Bleacher Report in a while. Every once in a while, people will send me stuff from them taking my tweets and using it for Jags news, which I'm honored for that, for sure. DJ M says, unpopular opinion, but I miss Gardner Minshew. I think we all miss Gardner Minshew as a person, just like we all miss Blake Bortles as a person. I think that's all I need to say about that. Jimmy Popcorn, yeah, after the games in the chat on Big Cat Country, and geez, those people were ridiculous. Okay, so you guys are talking about like the toxicity. I know. I think it's just the fan base that was down for so long. That's the only way they had, like, the only way they could, like, express their, like, anger was on each other. I mean, you see that in society, especially, like, animals, like monkeys, like, primitive animals. They do that, you know, when they're angry, they just take out their anger on other people. It's a sign of unsophistication, and that's why there's not a lot of us in here that are like that. If they are, they get pretty much, you know, ridiculed. I not ridiculed, but just, you know, they don't feel welcome. I don't know the words. I'm ranting, boys. I got to wrap this stream up. Couple more comments. I'm wrapping this up. Robert Colson. Well, hopefully we don't be bad enough to get another good wide receiver in round 1. Yeah, I'm with you there. After it says Shatley was at left guard. T-Shat69. Okay, I like that, Robert. Thank you. DJM. Also, do you want an alternate helmet? Of course. Who doesn't? I honestly don't know why they're dragging their feet on this. They must have a plan for something else. Honestly, Dan Arnold looks like Ertz type speed on that play. I like Dan Arnold. I do. I feel like we were robbed on seeing what we could see, like his full potential. Might have been the only thing Robert. Might have been the only thing that Urban Meyer did right. LOL, the meds work. Richmond Marooter says, I was just watching your AFC South video. Didn't you know you were doing a live stream? Didn't know you were doing a live stream. Oh, yeah. So some people have told me they don't get the notifications. And I get that. Sometimes, I mean, listen, YouTube just shut me down. So I'm sure that the notifications aren't always consistent. And I need to be better about doing a show at the same time every week. But to be honest with you, I'm not. Like, I'm sorry. It's super random. But just if you don't mind, just go back and watch them and like them and things like that. I mean, you know, really just tell your friends. If you could just tell your Jags friends that are like level-headed, and then that would be good. Robert Adler says, the networks are full of monkeys. Monkeys in the sense of like don't think things through, not like any other sense. But yeah, I'm with you. Mr. Moram, Ben Haney, that's a 3D printer. Don't look at my 3D printer. I know you guys are jealous. Volk Fang, the way the offense and defense can be so multiple has me hyped for the defensive breakdown. Hopefully later this week. Volk Fang, the plan is Saturday. That's the plan. We'll see what happens there. Set in Sesko, how many wins do you think we have this season? 8 to 10. Going with 8, probably. It's hard to predict wins because it's coin flip. Like calls are coin flips. 4th and 1, holding call, coin flip. Field goal, make or miss, coin flip. There's so many coin flips that happen in the NFL. It's hard to put a number on things. So for me, I like to cop out, take the easy way out, and put a floor and ceiling. Floor 7, ceiling 10. There's my answer. It's 3D. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for you guys for being here. You guys are the best. Hope you guys like the new setup here with the comments there. Like did you guys notice that? Right. Put a little bit of work into that. The super chat got the little different with the Trevor Lawrence GIF super chat. So I hope you guys like that stuff. Thank you guys for being here. Listen, I'm always super humbled and blessed that you guys are here talking with me about Jags. I love talking to you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm excited for the season. Tomorrow, the Luke Fortner video is getting released, so that's going to be out there. On Saturday, the plan is to have the defensive breakdown, and we learned our lesson, and hopefully we won't get shut down by YouTube, but the chances are that, in fact, we might actually. But with this season starting up, you can definitely expect more content. You can definitely expect more talking about Jag stuff. If you haven't yet followed the Twitter or the Instagram, go do it now. If you haven't subscribed, shame on you. That's just pathetic at this point. Oh, another super chat. Mr. Moram 1971 with the $1.49 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Moram. I appreciate that. Man, that means a lot to me that people are still here, to be honest. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. If you haven't yet followed my Twitch, Jags_United, I might jump on there after this. Okay, so if you Twitch, I just, whatever. You're either into it or you're not. If you are, I'm on there. If you're not, don't worry about it. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Great show tonight. This is one of the most fun shows I had in a long time, even though we had to break it up. So I appreciate you guys being here. You guys made it a lot of fun. I will see you guys tomorrow with the Fortner video, and I will see you on Saturday with the defensive video. Love you guys. Love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you for all the donations. Mr. Moram, Jesus is King, Grace Lambert. You guys know